It is Friday afternoon and we are getting ready to go to Apple Hill tomorrow. If you've never been to Apple Hill before, it is made up of 50 ranches and farms above the Placerville area in Northern California. We specifically always go to High Hill Ranch, and this has been a really big family tradition for years. I have so many memories being little, being at Apple Hill, and just getting to look at all the craft vendors, eat all the yummy food, drink the cider, and now we get to share that with our kiddos. My oldest loves the pony rides, and so we'll definitely be doing that tomorrow. We'll be getting some apples. My husband always likes to get some donuts first thing in the morning. We specifically will be going to High Hill Ranch. That is the one we go to every year. It is my favorite. They have craft vendors there every weekend. They have tons of different photo ops and things for kids to do, a whole kid playground, tons of vendors, tons of food, tractor rides. So I gotta get prepared for us to travel. Now, traveling with POTS, I have lots of things I need to take with me because being up for a while does make me super sick. And then also traveling with stuff for the kids. So getting snacks ready, spare clothes, and all that jazz. So come along with me while we get all that ready to go. All right, so anytime we are traveling, I am definitely an overpacker, but I'd rather be prepared than unprepared. So what we're gonna get going right now is we're gonna get my bag going, the regular diaper bag, and then our spare bag. Spare bag usually has spare clothes for the kids, spare clothes for me, anything extras we may need. So let me sort all this. I really just made a pile of everything that I needed to pack, and I put it in no order. So let me get this organized real quick. A little bit better. Okay, so for the diaper bag, we have just a regular Amazon backpack. It's my favorite for a diaper bag. It's so much easier. I already have in here the diaper pad and wipes. I need to add in diapers for our toddler. And then I'm also going to pack the kids' snacks in here. So I'm going to use a wet bag and add in their snacks. So for them, I always pack one of each thing for the kids because if one brother has it, the other one's going to want it. So we'll get some applesauce packets, some Goldfish, some Paw Patrol snacks with their favorite Paw Patrols on it. My oldest loves Chase and my youngest loves Marshall. Makes it easier. Some chewy granola bars and some fruit smoothies. So we will really just use these when we're in the car if they need a snack on the way there, on the way back, just to tide them over. And then I'm also going to be putting the kids' jackets in the diaper bag. My youngest windbreaker is in the wash right now, so once that's out, I'll add it in. This one's my oldest. But it does get very windy and chilly up at Apple Hill. Most of High Hill Ranch is in the shade, which is fantastic because it's not hot. But the wind can ripple through, so having a windbreaker is super helpful. I'll also add to this diaper bag tomorrow a water bottle for each of them. I'll do that first thing in the morning so that we have water for the car ride and when we're out and about. Next is packing the extras bag. I still need to go grab my clothes that I'm going to put in here, but I'm going to put the boys' clothes in here. I've always packed a full extra pair of clothes for each of my boys. When my oldest was young, he got car sick every single time he went in the car. Now we only have to take medication for it if we're driving over an hour, so we will do that tomorrow. But I always like to be prepared with a full set of extra clothes for them, just in case. And the beauty of a wet bag is if one of them does get sick all over their clothes, we can throw it in here and then throw all of this in the wash and save the clothes. So let me fold up their clothes and get them in here. This spare bag stays in the car, so I'll have their spare clothes. I'll add in a change of clothes for me, just in case I get sick or anything. And then anything else we might need. So I'll probably add some hats in here in case it's gonna be sunny tomorrow. Add some extra drinks, just in case. Now it's my turn. So I am going to change purses over to a small backpack. With having POTS, I am sick so often when I'm sitting up. Even right now, I'm starting to feel it set in. So I only have a few more minutes until I need to go lie down. But I'm hoping by having the necessities I need in here, that'll make it a little smoother. Since I don't want to carry the diaper around the whole time, either my husband's going to carry it or we're going to try to leave it in the car. The nice thing with High Hill Ranch is your parking is right there. So if we need to change a diaper, we can go back to the car really easily. But I'm going to try to put 2 diapers and some weights in here. Just see if this fits. Ah, success, it fits. All right, then adding in there sunglasses, obviously wallet and keys. Keys up here. We're gonna add in my medication holder. So this has Advil in it, regular medications, and some extras of my blood pressure medication and stomach medication in case my stomach acts up. We're also going to add in the necessity of a fan. This travel fan is one of the best things I have purchased off Amazon. It's tiny, it's easy. It's a little loud, not too loud. Different settings. But it's easy to have in your bag. This has really helped me when we've had to sit for a long time, whether that's in the car, out and about, or I'm just starting to get hot like I am right now. All right, and then I'll add in lip balm. I never go anywhere without a pen. That's always been my thing. Traveling wise, I am gonna put a Gatorade in the spare bag car in case I need to get my electrolytes up, and then I'll also add in compression socks because those help me a lot on long drives, and I might add a few other things. Oh, I almost completely forgot. So these are one of my best tips for having POTS and having to be up for a bit. These are active cooling patches. They come in a few packs, and so I'll add this into my purse, and I'll probably add an extra into the spare bag. This is really great. You put it on the back of your neck. It just helps your body temperature stay lower with having temperature regulation issues. This makes such a difference in letting me be able to sit up a lot longer. Now, I'm not going to use them all day, every day, but they do last about 4 or 5 hours. Let's see, this says up to 4 hours. So it does help me get through quite a few things, and hopefully these will help me tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's bright and early here. It's about 6:30 and we're all getting up and dressed and ready to go for Apple Hill. I'm gonna only do a tiny bit of makeup today, get my eyebrows looking like they're actually there. For some reason, I was blessed with this hair color and then super blonde eyebrows, so I'm gonna do those real quick and then get dressed and we'll be on the road. Be using the Maybelline Express Brow. It's my favorite one. See the difference already? Just with an eyebrow, without an eyebrow. It makes such a difference of me looking awake. Alright, so much better. I'm going to do my hair, get dressed, and then go get the boys dressed. our trip to Apple Hill, going to High Hill Ranch. And just want to give you all a recap of our experience there. We had a fantastic time. The boys really loved getting to play on the playground. They loved the pony rides, the tractor rides, and eating fresh donuts. That was one of their favorite things. Nate ended up getting chocolate all down his shirt, so we had a little wardrobe change mid-trip, but it all worked out. Wanted to give you some info about the pony rides. It is one of the few cash-only things at High Hill Ranch, so be prepared to pay cash for them and to stand in line for a bit. They are $12 per child. So it does add up pretty quickly. It's about a 5 to 8 minute ride, so it's worth the money and the kids have a great time. Also, we did the tractor ride. This is our first time doing the tractor ride at High Hill. We've typically done it at like pumpkin patches instead. It was a great experience. I forgot how dusty tractor rides can get, so that was pretty fun. We all had like a layer of dust on us afterwards, but it was one of the last things we did, so it was very well worth it. You do have to buy tickets for the tractor rides. They are $5 per adult and $3 per child. And you buy those at the main shop where you get the donuts, you get apples, and all the extra memorabilia things. I did want to give you a little haul of the things we purchased. So first we had a huge bag of apples, which the boys have already pretty much devoured. I finally got myself some High Hill merch. So my husband has a sweatshirt from there from one time when we went and it was super cold. And I've never gotten a shirt or things there. I've always gotten stuff from the craft vendors, but never something from like the main store. So I got a nice army green High Hill Ranch t-shirt. Super comfortable cotton. So I'm excited to rock this, especially all fall. Now Jackson, in true Jackson fashion, got a new crystal. My parents are continuing the tradition that my grandparents did of getting a new crystal or rock every time we go. So this time it's kind of hard to see, but it's a little owl. A little owl crystal. It's really cute. He calls it Hedwig from Harry Potter. So he was super excited about this to add to his collection. He collects rocks and crystals just like I did. So he's slowly inheriting my collection and then getting new ones along the way. Something that was new this year at High Hill Ranch that I really appreciated is near the playground, they added in a bathroom station. Now the playground was added just a few years ago and they do a fantastic job of upkeeping it. It is always clean, even the sandbox. There's always sand toys, tons of different things from little kids all the way to bigger kids. You know, my kids are 2 and 7. Both of them had a fantastic time in it. But what I loved this year is they added in porta potties and a full hand washing station right next to the playground. Now, I don't love porta potties, but the main bathrooms are a ways away and up a hill from the playground. The playground's in a great spot, it's shaded, it's perfect, but the bathrooms are a ways away, and with having little kids, that's not always super convenient. So this was amazing to have that there, and I loved that when we were done playing at the playground, I could have the boys wash their hands right away and then go off about our day. We didn't have to trudge up to the bathroom, wash their hands, and then move forward. It was super nice, super easy and convenient. After being at High Hill for an hour, so as you saw in the video earlier, we did the pony rides, we did the tractor rides, we had donuts, we checked out all the vendors. We went down to another town and met up with my grandma, so the boys' great-grandma, and had lunch with her. And in true great-grandma fashion, she spoiled them with toys, and they loved it. So it was super nice getting to catch up with her and have a good little lunch. Now, health-wise for this trip, this was my first actual trip since having POTS. I have mainly been going to doctor's appointments, PT appointments, and then we've done a few small trips to my parents' house or my husband's parents' house, but those are things where like I can get there and just lay down. With this trip, it was my first big trip out of the house, my first time being in a restaurant since I was diagnosed with POTS and got sick. So it was a lot on me physically and mentally. I really should have taken better care of myself, if I'm being honest. Car rides are always already hard, and it was a 2.5 drive there and back each way. So that was rough on my body, a lot of blood pooling, a lot of dizziness, a lot of nausea from being in the car and having it moving. So that was fun. But then also just being at High Hill, you know, it's no fault to anyone else but myself. I was standing a lot, I was walking a lot. I should have sat down more. I should have gone to the car at some point and laid down. I definitely was feeling dizzy, nauseous, and exhausted. By the end of the day, once we got home, my body pretty much just gave up on me and I needed to lay down. I had a lot of leg pain throughout the night and it felt like my body was trying to push all my blood back, but also my muscles aren't used to being continuously standing anymore since I feel so sick and I almost passed out. I did almost pass out at one point when we were there, but we luckily were on our way to the car, so I made it into the car and was okay. But just really, now I know that if we're going to be doing things like that I can do it. I just need to take better care of myself. I did use my cooling patches on the back of my neck, and I used my little fan, and I drank water and Gatorade, and those things were super helpful. But I need to remember, like, I can't stand in line for the pony rides. I need to sit down while everyone else stands in line. You know, simple little things about changing what I'm used to. I just have to make those adjustments and I'll be able to do more things. So I'm hopeful. This was a good trip. I, recovered pretty quickly from it. I was fine the next day. So hopefully this is just the start of me being able to get out more with having POTS. And it was a fantastic time getting to see my parents and my grandma. It was really nice to spend that time with them and continue the tradition of going to High Hill Ranch at Apple Hill. So I hope you all enjoyed getting to see our little adventure, and I hope you will come back for more videos. You can follow me here on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I hope you all have a wonderful day.